Hello, my name's Claude Taylor, and this is my how-to plumbing channel. To all my friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to this channel, I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, give it a thumbs up and become a subscriber. Thank you. Also, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the new videos coming out. Let me start by telling you, I lived in a neighborhood that got flooded pretty bad in 2015, and there was quite a few homes that did get flooded, and this was one of them. And the other one that I worked on was the one that I actually lived in myself. But this is another one that's been flooded. So we're coming back now, and we're going to change out the hot and cold water lines. As you can see right now, they do have CPVC. Let me tell you about CPVC that people always get confused. They get PVC confused with CPVC. PVC is the white plastic pipe. CPVC is the egg almond colored yellowish looking plastic pipe. CPVC can handle hot and cold. PVC can only handle cold. So it only makes sense if you're going to redo your house with any plastic pipe other than PEX that you run CPVC. Me personally, I don't recommend CPVC. That's just my personal preference. But anyway, we're going to take this stuff out. Actually, whoever put this in actually did a pretty good job with the CPVC pipe here. But needless to say, we're going to pull it all out, and we're going to just kind of update the plumbing in here as well as everything else. And of course, my only part is to do the plumbing part. And what we have here right now, what I'm working on. Oh, now in this video, you won't see the entire connections pipes that I completely ran, but you will see right here is the hot and cold lines that I'm running to the kitchen sink and the outside faucet, which is right on the other side of this wall. You'll notice that on a lot of homes, a lot of times when you do have kitchen hot and cold water lines, that a lot of times the outside spigot faucet is right on the other side of that wall. And right here is where it ties into the outside and inside. So we're going to pull this out of the way so we can get our PEX pipe in here. And of course, this home is we're down in the Southwest Texas, where it gets pretty warm. It really doesn't get that cold, so there's no concern about the pipes really being in the wall. I know a lot of you up there, up north and the Midwest, where it really gets cold, you're probably looking at it like, oh my gosh, this is right here on the outside wall. But it's a normal thing here for the southern parts of the country where it's warm. And these same cutters I'm using, I'm also going to use them for the PEX pipe. Now I'm stepping back outside, and we're just right on the other side of the wall where I just cut the pipe. And this is the outside faucet. And again, remember, it doesn't get that cold here like it does other places. So we don't have those special anti-frost outside spigots. It's not really mandatory here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this valve over. So I'm going to take this insulation out so that I can see what's going on in there and have a little more room to work. And you notice that the blue pipe, which is the cold, it's looping You see how it loops up and comes down? Uh, that's to give it the flexibility so that it don't have any stress on the pipe itself. And you just heard my daughter in the background. She's videotaping some of this. And she's enjoying it, of course. It's funny to her. Okay, what I'm doing here is mounting the... since it's pretty hard to get to that outside faucet, and I do want to make it stable so that when we put a new outside faucet in, it won't wobble, shake, come loose. And the only way that I can do that now is actually put it on the piece of board, which is also known as backing. Anytime you have your valves screwed to boards in the wall, we label that as backing. So this is going to be the backing for the outside faucet. And I've cut that piece probably about just about a quarter more than the opening, so that it'll squeeze real tight in there and hold tight, and then I can also put screws in there to keep it stable. And for the pipes that are going outside and inside, as you can see, they're galvanized, and that's to keep my pipes stable. I know there are places where they do actually run the PEX and they bring them completely out the wall and they're like hanging up on the sink. Okay, that's not something I would like to do. I'm old school and I like stability.
So it lines up enough. I need to come up a little bit more in it. So it line up. Then when I get a longer piece, it'll come out. Okay.
That's me talking to myself. Thank you.
Turn it off.
And of course, you just heard that this is going to be the dishwasher. Now, prior to this, you've seen a
Cold down here for the outside faucet. Cold for the...
you've seen a 3/4 inch hot water line coming down, and that was I had second thoughts. Instead, I'm just going to bring 2 hot water lines down instead of 1 3/4 inch. This way I don't have any other fittings in the wall, because if I had bought 3/4, I would have to put some type of T on there, and that would have been behind the wall. And the trick to running this PEX pipe is to have as few connections as possible. If there are any connections, you do want them visible, or I mean, me personally, I'd like to have them visible or an easy place to get to. And this is the old valve again. What I said, I'm going to use this piece over. I'm going to use the valve itself over. It's still good. And what I'm doing is I'm, just snugging the galvanized pipe up to the valve. I'll get it tighter once I get it in place and screw it into the socket that's just on the other side of this wall here. And a lot of my other videos that have PEX pipe and they do have galvanized coming out the walls, I do get a lot of questions about wooden wouldn't brass be better? Yes, of course, brass would be better, but it would be a little more expensive. And if you want to use brass, please by all means. But this galvanized is more than efficient and will last you a very long time. So I wouldn't be so concerned as running brass as I am running the galvanized pipe here. And again, it depends on your budget. If you've got the money to change all these nipples out to brass pipe, do so.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice the I'll, I'll cover that in a minute. And this here is going to the outside faucet. Again, back to what I was talking about. You noticed what I was talking about was the hot. Remember, hot is always on the left and cold's always on the right. The hot um, wing 90, the elbow, the brass fitting that you see there, I put it in an angle to where it's aimed straight at the hole so that I can come straight into it rather than come up and loop, because it's pretty close to the hole that I'm at, and I just didn't want to put no more stress on it than need be. So this is a straight shot, so that makes it a lot easier, and it takes the stress off the pipe itself.
Pan around it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my name's Claude Taylor, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, give it a thumbs up and become a new subscriber. Thank you.